time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Alpha. Give me that ball, defense. Check 93. Alpha. 93 is the mic. I can't believe it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Let's go on. No, 66. 93 is the mic. 65. 65. Alabama.
Brady now on first down. And Watson has it right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Brady's got his guys first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. First down, here's White. White's got a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Check it, reload!
On third down, a run from White. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
It's
fourth down.
Chugger! Check, 93's the mic, 93's the... Hey, seam 6. Let's go, D, let's go! Hey, let's get this. Check, 93. Shadow!
They do go for it. It's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 outlaw. Hey, let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week easily. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Check. Lucky.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
Go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Patriots 0. Albert Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Into the red zone, it's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost him 2 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Check 93's the mic. 150.
Brady will try again on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Edelman was the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, He might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, Barkley, and an alley to run. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Alert! Hey, check up. The mic, 93's the mic. Watch the pass. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Oh, yeah. 72.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw on third down, Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Hey, wahoo! 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready? 57. Mike 57. Come off the ball. Come on. Check 26. Check 26. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On first and 10, Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Heard heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary playing.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. I smell fear in that offense. Let's go.
On first down, Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Ready,
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check it.
I got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. He's going to go for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 74 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Brady now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Coming in to sack him, Dominique Easley.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Here's Brady. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down at the 28. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Alabama. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52, Mike 52.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 52. Ozzy. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Let's go. Wait, that's 72. Hey, Mike 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Brady going to throw. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mason Foster gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
72. You must be dreaming.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Keep playing.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Target, 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 target. Now.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 36-yard line.
Set. 10-2 saw. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Echo. 57. Mike, 57. Ready, ready.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Brady. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Wahoo! 6, key 26. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Get ready. Hey, go 66.
Throwing now is Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,